Welcome to Company Havoc number 2. This is the only video I'm going to make tonight. I'm tired. Happy Mother's Day. I graduated from college on Friday, so that's a good thing. I didn't get that. Sorry. Outside of graduation, I didn't really get to accomplish anything I set out to do this weekend at all. I didn't film last night because I was tired. I'm not going to film tonight because I'm tired. I had a fairly decent day, and thank you to the 274 of you who are here. I hope you all are spending time with your mother. I spent some time with my grandmother on my mother's side because my grandparents on my father's side have passed. No, take some time to enjoy your family, at least the family members that you want to be around. I will say, you know, I hate having to discuss certain things with certain people who only hear what their own mind tells them instead of like listening to what an actual sentient voice is telling them. Which was part of the discussion today with one of my siblings that brought up my graduation and who's hiring this and who's hiring that, despite the fact that I had some physical issues that won't allow me to do certain things, which means either the job is going to accommodate me or the job is not. Now, you don't know when it comes to a job until you either get the job or the person across the desk says, thank you, but you're not what we're looking for. You know. So one of my siblings, one of the pain in the asses, was like, well, this police station and this police station is hired. And it's like, okay, two things. Either you're not listening to me or you don't give a fuck. So we're going to chuck it up to you. She don't give a fuck. Because you can tell people something. And they're either going to take it with a grain of salt or they're actually going to listen to you and hear everything that you say. My siblings team to not do that. And it's the same thing with when I say, y'all are where y'all are because of the sacrifices our elder sister and myself have made. And at one time have y'all looked in the mirror and said, you know what, man, we done really screwed y'all out of y'all lives and we're sorry. And we need to do better. And this was another case of that because, you hitting me up with all this information and your opinion, but you ain't letting me give you the response that you need to hear. I am 49 years old. I'm not chasing anybody. The doctors have not cleared me to run. They barely want me doing martial arts, and you think that I'm going to get a job as a police officer and chase down bad guys. Now, maybe 20 some odd years ago when I was in my 20s, yeah, when I was in my younger, healthier days. I'm healthy. I ain't the healthiest I've ever been because that was when I was 37 in the military. Right now, I'm 49 and just barely hanging on, and not just physically, but mentally. I'm doing a lot better mentally, though. But it's just the concept of if I'm telling you what I cannot do, and you are hearing everything except for what I'm saying, you are suffering from head and ass syndrome. And you keep bringing up this university or this police station. I'm like, did you not hear nothing I said? So, in case you guys haven't gotten it, I can't sit down for more than 2 hours or my hip starts hurting. Or, as earlier today, my left ass cheek fell asleep, but my entire right leg also fell asleep sitting on this little stool that I'm sitting on right now. And I'm like, how you think I'm going to fully be able to function when I can't really sit down? Now, I can't take a sit down job. I can only stand for so long. So, they're not going to give me a full-time job, I can guarantee you that, if they give me a job at all, because you're not listening to the medical issues that I have placed before you. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's all in your head. No, it's in my ass. There's a freaking metal shard in my ass, probably about this long. Hold on. Let's see. That's a little longer than that. Probably about half the size of a cane, of the average cane. And I have to live with that for the rest of my life. If you watch my videos and you see me do inside to outside crescent kicks or outside to inside crescent kicks, if you watch my face carefully, you will see tinges of pain there. So, yeah, if I have to fight someone, it can be done. And yes, I'm going to pay for that shit later because my left leg doesn't have the kicking power anymore that it once had. It barely has the mobility that it once had. I was not cleared for certain martial arts, but this sibling in which I speak in this ear, out to her asshole, because she clearly didn't give a damn or just didn't want to hear the truth. Now, there are going to be things that I'm never going to be able to do it again. That was the one truth that I had to accept when the doctors told me that shit. When they told me, no more karate, you're on the shelf for 3 years. And that was when I was 42. So 43, 44, 45. I had just got back off the shelf. And I was only cleared to do low-level martial arts, which is basic shit. Which is the shit that I show y'all. I do still do certain things that I'm not supposed to do. Because one wrong impact and it's done. And it's my fault. And the Army's not going to replace this hip if I fuck it up. So if I happen to get a job where I can't sit down or I can't fucking stand up, I'm screwed. And she's like, well, you can drive around and give tickets. So apparently you didn't understand that part about I can't fucking sit down longer than 2 hours. Say, that's going to be a problem. For me driving around. Now they might let me drive for 2 hours, stop, walk for an hour and a half, drive for 2 more hours. They may work that out. But there's no guarantees when it comes to getting a job. There's just no guarantees, It's not like acting. I come in, I do an audition. You like what I present, and you decide, okay, you did a good monologue. We're going to give you the job. Or I come in, I do the position, the acting, whatever, the monologue, and you're like, your monologue's too long. You weren't selling it. We're not really feeling it, etc., etc. You're not going to get this job. Maybe we'll have something for you next time. And some people will be like, we're not going to call this bastard back regardless of if he can act or not. Because that's also how acting works. We can make a whole nother video about that another time. And maybe after I get out the shower, I might consider doing that. But for now, just understand that this is really the only video I plan on making tonight. Things can change by the time I get out the shower. I might want to make another video. But the point being made is, I shouldn't have to tell you more than one time if I have a health issue. Now, whether you choose to accept it or not, that's on you. But the fact of the matter is, I have a fucking health issue. So, if I can't do certain things on the job, especially things that are hard pressed required from the job, they're not going to give me the job. Every idiot on earth knows that. Not that I'm stupid, but in certain things, common sense just doesn't register for a lot of people. That being said, I'm going to go jump in the shower and I'm going to think about if I'm going to do another video or not. So, that being said, I'm Echo Frank Grey Wolf. This is Comfort Habit number 2. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers watching, and if your mother isn't watching, go hug your mother. Thank you for watching. Oh, yeah, before I go. My mom actually did come to graduation. She might have actually been the only family member that came to graduation, which is fine by me because if you see the other video, I really didn't want anybody there. I don't mind if my mom came, but I really didn't want anybody else there. And the reason for that is that I'm 49 years old. I should have my own house. I should have my own dreams. I should have my own family. I should have to have never taken care of nobody else's lack of responsibility. Which, by the way, that same sibling in which I'm speaking of was the first one that said, we should all go to your graduation and change the family dynamic. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm going to end the video with this. If you really wanted to support me, then you should have been supporting me before you started having all these kids. If you really wanted to support me, you should have stepped up and womaned the fuck up. I was like, no, my brother shouldn't be watching my children. I should be paying a babysitter. I should be doing something to help him accelerate his career instead of giving him my child to hold down while I go get pregnant by other people. No. And a lot of my female siblings pretty much did that. I won't acknowledge it, but pretty much did that same shit. Well, I'm just going to pop this baby out and I'm just going to leave it down here. And he going to take care of it or she going to take care of it. And so, like I said, you want to change the family dynamic. You can't give me back the years I've lost. You can't give me back the time I've lost. But you're still doing the same shit and not fixing the problem. You understand where I'm going with there? So if you can't get your head out your ass to fix the problems in which you cause, don't cause more problems. That's part of the problem. As I said, a lot of my family members live on fuck you, I do what I want until doing the right thing is the only fucking option that they have. Just do the right thing from the fucking jump. Save everybody a problem. Again, too much like the right thing. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comfort Habit number 2. Thank you guys for watching. Be seeing.